So I wanted to provide a review on this room divider that we received. It was shipped and delivered as one full unit. It just folds on top of itself. And I was able to remove it from the box and carry it upstairs and unfold it and configure it in the zigzag pattern all by myself. So I'm actually really impressed at the quality and the weight to it, or the lack of weight, even though it still is pretty stable. We needed it for the purpose of dividing our bedroom area from the sitting area here that we use as a home office. The majority of our work is comprised of video conferencing and meetings and such, and so we needed something to divide this area not only from the rest of our bedroom area, but also to allow access behind to get to this bathroom door back here without being in view of the camera when someone's sitting at this desk on a video call. So this does the job perfectly. Really, really pleased with it. We ended up getting the 8 panels in the color beige. And as you can see, it's kind of like a golden, warm, golden honey color. The panels themselves are made up of this material very similar to rattan, as you can see here. And it's kind of woven in between these wooden dowels. They kind of resemble kebab skewers to me, but they seem to do the job really well with holding everything together. Each panel, which is about 17.5 inches wide, is connected to these metal joints here, which allow you to kind of bend each piece however you wish. We have it in this zigzag pattern, as you can see here, which we have found allows for better stability for the entire unit. I do want to say that in this zigzag pattern, you can still see through the cracks of each panel, which isn't a big deal for us because we're just using this as a divider as opposed to something that's strictly for privacy. I can kind of come around here and show you. You can still see the opposite side with the window being on the opposite side. You can see the light coming through pretty significantly, as well as maybe coming through some of the material here. But again, not a deal breaker if you're just wanting this for being used as a divider. We don't intend on keeping this as a permanent fixture in our bedroom. This is primarily going to be used. We're going to unfold, or we're going to fold it up, kind of put it off to the side at the end of our workday, and at the beginning of our workday, take it out and configure it again, especially during video calls if needed. So we don't intend to keep this up, full time. So it does the job really, really well. I will say that the listing says that this is 6 feet tall, and I measured it, and it's actually 5'10", which not a big deal for us, even though my husband is 6'1". So when he walks behind this screen, you probably will be able to see a few inches off the top of his head. But again, not a deal breaker for us. So I would say that it's very sturdy, especially if you configure it in this zigzag pattern. But if you have dogs, because we have 2 large Labradors that like to horseplay and, roughhouse, and they are running into walls and furniture and such, and I can maybe see this toppling over if one of them runs into it and hits it just the right way. But aside from that, I think that, if you don't have pets, or if you do have pets and they're not rambunctious like our labs are, I think this is going to serve the purpose really, really well. So other than that, I highly recommend it.
Okay, here's my 4-panel screen. Looks like it's made out of papyrus and little strips of balsa wood. Super lightweight, super cheaply made, all comes together. But it's really done poorly. All these little ends stick out here, up here, here, here. It's very lightweight. I can't leave it outside, but it serves a purpose. It's not 6 feet. It's maybe 5'7", 5'7" tall. But it serves a purpose. Pricier than it should be for what you get. But like I said, it all comes together. It's super lightweight, and it does block the sun a little bit, but it's about 5 feet 7 inches tall, because that's how tall I am, and it's not 6 feet. Anyway, I would not reorder. Even a plastic one would have been better. If the wind hits this or the rain, it's toast. Anyway, but it serves a purpose. The color is right. And like I said, it's made of parchment and these little strips of, which look like a toothpick material, which is crazy. And this is just straw. So good luck.